The Clarviille Embarrassment. It was Lester Mulligan's habit of half reading, half assuming, that caused him to be in a ditch just outside the city limits of Clarviille, Texas. Seems Lester Mulligan, alias Professor Ignatius Fernando, misread a label, or in truth, didn't read all of the label. Looking to cut costs on a batch of his elixir, he found magnesium to be a lot less expensive than powdered cocaine. Even using 3 times as much magnesium as he had cocaine, he would still save considerable. It was said it had a calming effect, and the rest of the label went unread. So he bought the magnesium and tripled it. Clarviille had been one of the professor's first stops. A little banjo and bass drum, complete spiel, and 32 bottles sold. 14 days and 9 towns netted Lester $218. Food for mules. Lester and the elixir cost had left $94 profit. That was before his fateful return trip to Clarviille. The mayor of Clarviille was one Thomas Hart, who was blessed with a robust wife. Bertrude, for all her outward peaceful appearance, was a rotund, excitable woman with an extreme bad case of nerves. A cross for her husband, the mayor to bear, Bertrude was known to faint at the drop of a hat and to face attacks of the vapors or overheat easily. Mayor Hart purchased 3 bottles, which Miss Hart promptly drank, leaving her calm and less uncomfortable about the heat in the town meeting that Friday. Those single-body purchasers noticed a slight easing of elimination. Nothing was put together until that night of the town hall meeting and the unfortunate flushing of the mayor's wife's bowels while standing on the dais. There were 77 witnesses to the unfortunate flood and the immediate fainting that followed. It took quite a few of the mayor's dollars and all of his persuasive powers to elicit help in the cleanup and transfer of his wife to their home. Completely unaware of this sad event, Lester pulled his wagon into Clarviille 2 weeks after the mayor's wife's unfortunate flushing. A burned wagon, a hot tar and feathering, a torch-lit ride on a rail, and an unceremonious dump into the muddy ditch ensued. It's here in the ditch we find Lester, pondering his situation, lamenting his current condition, and deciding his next move. It was hot, and it was muddy and sticky as he walked away from Clarviille. He wisely decided to avoid the other 8 cities in the future, and of course, go back to cocaine.